Hi, Amber here, and today we're doing foundational yoga, and we're doing just a quick little sequence just to kind of help get the juices flowing, especially if maybe you don't have a whole lot of time, but you want to get a little bit of time in for yourself. We'll be including a simple yoga basics flow, a gentle flow in today's practice, and I will walk you through each step of the way, hopefully helping you feel a little more stretched out, a little more loose, and maybe a little more a peace of mind. So let's walk over to our mat. Today we're actually going to start in mountain pose, Tadasana. So just really root down through the soles of your feet while you also lengthen up through the crown of your head. And start to breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to stay with that breath throughout the practice today. Maybe set a positive intention for your day, for your practice here in your mountain pose. And we'll take a moment here. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Really lengthen, stretch your fingertips as high as you can up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, release your arms behind you. Clasp your hands together. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together, almost like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades, lifting up through your chest. One more breath in. And exhale, release, shake it out. Let's roll your shoulders up and back a few times. Check in with your shoulders. Check in with your neck. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then from here, inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. You want to use a block here if you have one. It's totally optional to place under your hands to bring the floor up to you. Hands may or may not touch the floor. You might be a little bending your knees here. Try to keep your ankles, knees, and hips stacked as best as you can. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Come to a flat back, hands to your shins. Hands to your knees or your waist. Crown of your head lengthens forward with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Press down through your feet. Inhale, roll up to standing a little bit at a time. Head and shoulders come up last. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, dive back down. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time when you fold, I want you to bend your knees however much you need to place your hands on the floor beside your feet and step it back to downward facing dog. Might be your first downward dog of the day, so feel free to make any little stretches, movements that feel good to you here. So you might bend one knee and then the other, kind of walk it out. Maybe, again, shake your head yes or no, or kind of move that around. You might have a little bend in your knees, your legs might be straight, shoulders relaxed, fingers spread wide. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, lower your knees down to the floor. And then we'll do a little cat and cow here for a moment. Inhale, abs relax down towards the earth. Tailbone lengthens up towards the ceiling as you gaze forward into your cow. And exhale into your cat. Navel draws into your spine, tailbone towards the earth as you gaze towards your navel. Inhale, sway forward, back into your cow. And exhale, round into your cat. Let's do that about one more time here. Just take a moment to warm up the spine. And then return back to hands and knees, back to your tabletop. From here, let's slide your left foot out to the side. So we're going to come onto your knee here. If you want, you can always put a blanket or something soft underneath the pad underneath your knee. Try to you want to keep your left hand, your left wrist underneath your left shoulder, fingers spread wide. As you begin to extend that right leg and your hips are stacked on one another, shoulders stacked. We're going to come into a little side knee plank here. Option one is just simply extend that top hand, that right hand's up towards the ceiling. Really lengthen up through your fingertips. Option two, for a little more of a side body stretch, if it feels okay on your shoulder, slide your arm alongside your ear. And I do recommend this one if your shoulder allows it, really feeling that stretch along the side of your body. And another option, if you want, optional, you could lift that that right foot up off the floor. Really stretch your foot forward towards the wall in that direction while stretching your fingertips. And really feel the stretch that way. Let's take one more breath in. One more breath out, then optional, stay here for just another moment, or maybe you start to bend that top knee. Just kind of play around with this, see how it feels. Start to bend that top knee, and then with that top hand, you can reach for your foot, and then draw your shoulder back and open up your chest. Again, completely optional here, whichever one you choose today. Just let it feel good. One more breath in, and exhale, release down, come back to your tabletop, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So then begin to slide your right foot out to the side. We're in a little kickstand here with your knee underneath your hip. And then start to extend that left leg. Fingers spread wide. Reach your left arm overhead. And then of course option one is to stay right here, or maybe start to extend your arm if that feels okay to you. Really feeling that stretch along the side of your body. Another option, of course, you could lift your foot if you're feeling called to do that. No pressure here. And then optional, you could stay here, maybe start to bend that knee and reach for your foot and sink back into it. Wherever you're at, we'll take one more breath in. And exhale, release everything back down to your tabletop. Take your seat to your heels, brief child's pose. Fingers spread wide, you might have your knees close together or apart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, come back up. And then we'll curl your toes under and lift your hips back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, knees bent. Inhale, step your feet forward to meet your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Press down to your feet. Repeat that roll up from before. Roll up to standing. Reach your arms overhead. And exhale, palms down to your heart. Take a moment here. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then from here, what we're going to do next is move into a little bit of a sun salutation flow. Just a very gentle, slow flow for today's practice. So we'll do a start here in our mountain pose. We're already at. You can find that really good posture. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Touch your hands to the floor. Bend your knees however much you need to do that. Inhale, step your right foot back, finding a low lunge. Exhale, lower your back knee. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, hands back down to the earth. Inhale, left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, sink your seat to your heels, child's pose. Inhale, shift forward. So we're doing kind of knee plank here. Draw your chest a little forward of your shoulders. Navel still drawn in, forming that straight line with your body. Exhale, begin to bend your elbows in towards your body. So you don't want them to go out to the side. So in towards your body, keeping your hips lifted as you lower your chin and chest towards the earth for 8-point pose. Inhale, lower your hips, shoulders roll back, thumbs in line with your ribs, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes back under, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lifted. Exhale, knees bent. Inhale, step your feet forward to meet your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Press down to your feet. Inhale, come up to standing. Other side, sweep your arms overhead. We're almost done here. And exhale, hold forward. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, lower your knee, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Inhale, right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, 8-point pose. Inhale to cobra, shoulders roll back, chest lifted. Any amount's fine here. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, knees bent. Inhale, step your feet forward to meet your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Sweep your arms overhead. And exhale, palms down to your heart. And just take a moment here in your mountain pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perhaps return back to your intention that you may have set for your practice or for your day. And I invite you to take it from here. So I hope that you enjoyed this practice and that you found it helpful. And you can come back to this at any time that you're just needing a little bit of me time, a little bit of pick-me-up for your day. Thank you so much for joining me for Foundational Yoga today. Again, my name's Amber, and I hope to see you back for another practice next week. Bye.